Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV's player ratings. It's only me and Mitch on camera tonight. That man down there is hungover, and that man is incognito. To my right is Mitchell. Down the bottom there is Lucas with the Bowen and James Ward-Prowse propaganda. And over there is not the most hated man on Twitter currently. He's about the sixth now because other people have
The deadest trim on Twitter.
Deadest trim on Twitter, mate. 100%. West Ham Online. Start off with you. How are you doing? Are you happy in life?
Fantastic. Yes, I am. Up to ninth in the league, top of our Europa League group, still in the Carabao Cup. What on earth is David Moyes cooking?
I know, mate. I know what he's cooking, but I'm having Budweiser, so that's what I'm having. Mitch, how are you doing, mate?
Very good.
Very good indeed, right? And Lucas is as happy as ever. Right, let's get into these player ratings. Right, let's start off with Alfonso Areola. Mitch, what you saying?
I thought Areola had a mixed bag today. I think his distribution wasn't great. It makes an incredible save though at the start of the game, which, to be fair, keeps us in the game pretty well. I'd say I'll give him a high 6.
I'm gonna give him a 7. I think the save keeps us in the game. I think you can't really do anything for the people criticising him about their second goal. I laughed at that one. I thought it was just shit. Yeah, I thought it was just shit the vending. I thought it was right today. So my rating's gonna be pretty short and sweet. 7. Lucas, what you saying?
I mean, yeah, to echo what you guys said, great save. You might as well just give him November save of the month right now.
Yeah.
Distribution was mixed. And again, there's still like slight communication issues. I really don't think it's Areola. For some reason, the whole group just cannot understand each other, which seems to be a huge problem. But I'm going to give him, for the save, I think he deserves just a 7.
Just a 7 for you. A lot of lads are saying 7, 7, 7. Alf, are you going to say 7?
Yeah. He's lucky to get it, but yeah. I think there was a ball that he dropped near the edge of the box, which I thought was suspect. Still some major communication issues. Great save in the first half, but at the same time, I think if it went in, I'd have pointed the finger because it was relatively central. I'm not his biggest fan, I'm going to say that. But he made me smile on a few occasions today. Done his job, giving him a 7.
7 out of 10. We'll move on to the man of the match. In the ground.
I could not believe it.
Oh, mate. That deserves, listen, you know what that deserves, lads? Fuck me, mate. I'm on the beers tonight because I'm celebrating because now we're going to have a dig at Moyes. It's this. You know what I mean?
Emotional damage.
It has to be fucking emotional damage if you're giving him man a match. Fuck me, Mitch. Take it away.
Ruled out, though, isn't it? The people who get the boxes, they vote. Or
mate, whatever they're on, mate, they've been like sniffing glue.
It has to be like a troll, like they done that on purpose.
I remember in 15-16, I'm going back a while here, but it was 14-15 actually, I think. Mitch might have season ticket then as well. There was a period where they kept giving Alex Son man the match, and he was terrible. Like, he was literally playing so bad, and they kept giving him man the match. So
I know, mate.
What season? 14-15?
15, I think. He kept losing the ball, and he was good for us, but there was a period where he was playing shocking, and they kept giving him man the match.
Right, Alf, let you go first. Give me a rating for him.
6. I thought Elanga had his number in the first half, but I think Elanga's a great player. I don't know why Man United sold him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Gutted we didn't sign him, Elanga.
Yeah, I wanted him as well. But yeah, I thought Elanga was good. The second goal was his man in Elanga, but it wasn't his fault. He drifted central. You know, I thought he was okay. Soufal always fights for the ball. There was one time where he had a load of options and punted it down the pitch with his left foot, which really wound me up. But I'm going to give him a low 6, I think.
Low 6 for you. Lucas?
Yeah, a bit of a difficult one ratings-wise because he ended up actually passing the ball pretty decently, 81% for him. He was decent in his ground duels, and defensively, not the greatest. He got cooked all day, and really, again, that's just because of pace. But I'm gonna give him. Just no. I'm going with my heart. I'm giving him a high 5. He really was not that great today.
At last, someone who talks sense. I'll go next. I'll give him a standard 5. I thought he was shit. I thought he got absolutely roasted. Amount of times he picked the ball up and just hoofed it up the pitch to no one. Every time he done it,
You're gonna love my rating,
mate. Every time he done it, I thought Mitchell straight away. Every time I was sitting there going, hoof Mitchell. Mitchell.
I was fuming.
Yeah, so standard 5 for me, mate. Not good enough. Got done. Wasn't his best game at all. Mitch, what you saying?
I'm giving him a high 4. I think the man of the match is. I think it was probably our worst player today. It wasn't terrible, but I just thought he had a poor game. He gave away a yellow card early, and then he just sat off Alanga for the rest of it. It just sat off him the whole game. And then in the second half, when the Taiwan won you had that massive chance. Soufal was just standing off him and let him play the ball through. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I was saying, Soufal almost cost us another goal. And I thought, no, I'd have to give him a 4 because I thought he was poor in possession as well. Not terrible, but he was poor. So I'd give him a 4.
What were you thinking when you heard that he got man of the match?
Well, I'd love for Cameron to be on me because everyone around me was saying, what the fuck? And then I was laughing. I was like, they got to be on fucking gear or something.
I know, mate. I know. Whoever it was, definitely troll of the day, 100%. We'll move on to the captain, Kurt Zuma. Alf, I'll let you go first. What are you saying?
It's really tough to judge the defenders because we keep conceding too many goals. Let's have it right. The amount of goals we conceded this year has not been good enough at all. I wouldn't say he was bad though. I thought, from what I remember, everything he contested, he done well, got up high. Sometimes on the ball, he's always a bit clumsy, but that's just him.
Yeah,
I'd give him a 6. Didn't think he was brilliant. Didn't think he was terrible. 6.
What you saying, Mitch?
I'd give him a 6 as well. Very probably the quietest player today I'd say on the pitch in terms of getting involved in the game and probably touches, passes, tackles, all that lot. Yeah, 6. Standard 6.
Lucas, what you saying?
Yeah, standard 6. I do expect a little bit more from him, but again, today was just like a weird. I agree with Alfie. It's kind of weird the way we concede goals. And then rating these center halves in our defense, but 6, he was decent.
Interesting that quickly.
Go on.
We've conceded the second least amount of goals in first halves this season. We've only conceded 4 goals in first halves, but we've conceded 16 in second halves, which is the second.
That is a problem. That is a massive problem that Moyes needs to sort out.
Very, very true. Very, very true indeed. As this Budweiser tastes like crap.
Because we keep going 1-0 up.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little bit flawed, but maybe we just need to. It does wind me up on the flip side. People were telling me, "Oh, why can't we just play like we played in the last 20 minutes all game?" Which isn't.
Mate, well, you always have funny, yeah, right? I'm going to give him a 6 because that's just the rating because he was standard. This Budweiser opens a month and a half out of date, so that's gone down well with me and all. So yeah, absolutely, it's a month and a half out of date, mate. I'm going down that shop in a minute, mate. I'm going to kick the fucking geezer's door through, mate. He just sold me some.
Did it taste funny?
You just bought it,
mate. Yeah, I just bought it. It's a month and a half out of date, mate. So I'm going to launch it at his square.
I can't stand Budweiser. I think it's disgusting.
Neither can I, Mitch. But your camera's just moved, mate. So can you move it down?
Oh shit!
I'm on one tonight.
I actually kicked it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Right, 6 for Zuba. Moving on to now for Gued. Lucas, what you saying for a Gued?
I thought he. What's the word I'm looking for? I thought he improved on his performance from last match. I think if I had to pick the defender who was our best today, I'd say Gerd by not a pinch, but just a little bit. I thought his long balls today were almost sexual today. He was pinging them around, and it was really intriguing me. I thought he defended decently, but again, not enough for me to give him a 7. So I'm going to give him just a solid 6.
I'll go next and all. Solid 6 for me. I thought it was right today, for Gued. I really did. I thought he done the basics very well. I think him next to Zuma is a bit more solid. So yeah, standards. Well, solid 6
I
for me.
still can't believe people wanted to drop Zuma for Mavropanos.
Yeah,
That is
but-
one of the
yeah,
most
but we-
ridiculous shouts of all time.
But we don't talk about that on here. West Ham Online.
I thought he was good, actually. I thought he played quite well. I agree with Lucas. His crossfield switches were good. And Kudus, the way he controls them every time is perfect. But yeah, I thought Agüero was good. Don't remember him really having any issues. Once again, it's hard because we conceded 2 goals, but I wouldn't really say the defence could do. I don't think they did anything really wrong for either of them. The marking on the second could have been a bit better. I'll get it wrong, but I'm gonna say a 7 for Agüero.
7 for
And he won
Agüero.
3 out of his 4 aerial duels. Shout out to him.
Mate, shout out to the boss man who's gonna cop one in a minute when I go down to see him. Trust me, 100%. What a waste, man. Right, we'll move on to.
Oh, am I not going to rate Agüero now?
Go on then. You can rate Agüero. Go ahead.
Fuck you, Lucas, you punk.
Go on.
Agüero, I'll give him a 6. I thought his overall game style was decent, but he just lost his man in a 1-year for the. Remember the Aviola save, the world-class save? Agüero's man again. Just behind him, just completely missed him as per usual. If that was a goal, I probably would have given him slightly lower. But he gets a 6.
6 out of 10 for you, Mitch. Fair enough, mate. As I'm on Mitchell, then I might also ask Mitchell what he thinks of Emerson today.
Thanks, babe. I think Emerson standard. Really, I think it was alright, not bad. Done some good bits here and there. Defensively was alright, but then for the second goal that we conceded, it's done. Just all come across. Yeah, give him a 6. It was alright, not bad. 6.
6. I've got to give him a 7. I'll go next. I thought he was decent today. I thought the energy that this geezer has of carrying the ball.
I thought you said Agüero was the best defender.
I think Agüero was a decent centre half, but Emerson going forward was excellent today. Many times he got the ball and he carried it up the pitch for us. It was unreal.
It did, to be fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's such a plus for us. Like, we haven't got that from a defensive standpoint. Yeah. Kufel doesn't do that enough, but Emerson does. So I'm going to give him a solid 7 for me. Decent performance from him. Alf, what are you saying?
Yeah, I thought he was good. He's always a tough one to judge because he's bad at things you need him to be good at, but at the same time, he's so good on the ball. His ball carrying is fantastic through the centre of the pitch. And I thought in possession he was outstanding. But I can't.
Actually, I'll give him a low 7 and change it to low 7. Yes, I can.
I can't hear people say that I've heard it a few times recently that his crossing is good. His crossing is shocking. He done 2 of the worst crosses I've ever seen. For the Soufal, the one we ran away from Awaniyi, that was from his terrible loopy cross, which went straight into the keeper's hands. And then 5 minutes later, we done it again. So his crossing was shocking, but his ball carrying was good. Second goal, need to watch it back. Don't know how much that was his fault, but I'll trust Mitchell's word. I don't really know. But yeah, I thought it was good overall. Crossing was crap though, so I'm going to give him a low 7.
Low 7. Lucas?
82% pass accuracy. 2 out of 3 tackles won. He was good in possession, good going forward. Not the best defensive display today, and I totally disagree about his crossing. It's obviously not that great, but I think the one thing I still like about him is that he puts in a variation of crosses. But we're talking about today.
Do you remember one assist from? I can't even remember one assist that he's got apart from Souček's one the other week, which wasn't really a cross; it was more a pass for an open goal.
But I'm gonna give him a.
God,
I'm gonna give him a strong 6. I don't think he was enough for a 7 today, in my opinion.
Alfie hates him because Crespo was.
I like him, but his crossing is crap. It actually is crap. Like, it's so bad.
Well,
you know what? I don't think his cross is that great either, to be fair. And I love Emerson.
Yeah,
you've got a fair point.
And I think he's been one of our best players this year. But flipping out, he could.
But I think he knows that. I think that's why he chooses to do the overlapping passes, cutbacks, and stuff like that, which is good.
Yeah.
Because some players that we've had before are shit at crossing and will just cross the ball in the box. Like Soufal, for example. Soufal, I know he's got 4 assists this season, I know. But he'll just do these stupid smashing passes like he thinks he's Trent, but he's not.
he has got some nice. I think Emerson's decent.
how many
I
assists
think
does Trent have
Tuchel's
this
good
year?
at crossing, to be fair.
Well, can I move on to this man? Edson Alvarez. Lucas, you can go first.
I was very happy today. My prayers were answered by Moyes. We played the classic, in my opinion, 4-1-4-1. Edson right in front of the flat four, and he was back to his old ways, in my opinion. Anchored well. Was okay defensively. I didn't think he was outstanding. But yeah, that's a standard Edson Alvarez performance I would like to see every single week. He didn't do too much. He was just a good anchor. I'm gonna give him a strong 6.
Strong 6 for you. Alf, what you saying?
I don't know. I'm still a bit iffy on him. I think he's good. I think he's decent, but wins the ball well. He's not progressive enough on the ball. He sort of drops into a free with Aged and Zuma, and he sort of passes it between them two. But he's not very good at moving the ball forward. He's not great at carrying the ball either. So that's an issue we need to sort of resurrect one way or another. I thought he was decent, and the fans need to stop telling him to shoot. Sorry, he has got the worst shot I've ever seen in my whole life. But I'm going to give him a low 7. Low 7.
Mitch?
High 6. I'm going to go high 6. I think it was decent. Yeah, I thought it was decent. Pretty standard performance. I think he made a few interceptions, a few tackles. Passing was all right. But again, I completely agree with Alf. I think, is Alvarez ever going to be brilliant for us? I don't think he will be. I think, will he be good and continue to be decent for the rest of the season? I think he will. But depending on how we progress as a club and as a team, has he got a long-term future here? I don't know. But I like him at the minute, but he needs to improve in his overall quality. I think in terms of in possession, he's been more progressive. Maybe getting involved in the final third a lot more in terms of dictating play, like a Rodrigo would. Obviously, I'm not comparing him to Rodrigo, but I think there's a big gap in quality. Yeah, I think he's all right. I think I like Alvarez, but he's nothing special.
I'm going to give him just a 7. I thought he was okay today. I think he was in his best position possible. As a sort of defensive midfielder, you just want him to pick the ball up from the defenders and pass it to the attackers and then just sit there and just wait. I like how he goes in and out of midfield into defence. The only problem is when you keep passing it sideways and back, like we was in the first half, it gets fucking annoying. Yeah, and it's always the same thing all over again. But I think he deserves a 7. Good performance. Didn't get booked. So, and he also come off as a sub. You know what I'm saying? But is what it is.
If he could perform like that every single week, I'd be a very happy man.
Yeah, but you're going to be a happy man with this man, James Ward-Prowse. The propaganda for Ward-Prowse is incoming in about 25 seconds' time. But Mitch, take it away. Tell me how much you love James Ward-Prowse.
I don't love James Ward-Prowse because I'm not gay, but I do like him a lot.
Sorted out.
Ward-Prowse, I give a solid 7. I thought high 7. I think a high 7 actually. I give him a high 7.
Yeah.
One of our best players, I'd say today. I think in possession, he took control of the game more, got involved more, trying the more difficult passes, should we say more, it's all I wanted. And look, whether you believe it was down to Moyes or not, the last 2 weeks, Ward-Prowse could have got involved in the game more. And he did today, and I thought that's what he's good at. I still would like him to dictate the play more in the final third, but like I know he can do, but I still feel it was good today. And the set pieces were sensational, besides from the 2, which could be the first man.
I'll go next. I'm going to give him just an 8 for me. I think the assists get him over the line, 4 and 8. I thought he had a decent performance today in his natural position for me. I like how he wasn't covering Edson Alvarez today. That's the main thing. He wasn't going backwards. He was more going forwards, and his passing was decent, etc. So my rate's going to be short and sweet. Just an 8 for me. Lucas, what you saying?
All I gotta say is 20 yards up the pitch makes a whole lot of difference
Agree.
for someone like James Ward-Prowse. And I'm just gonna go over quickly. First off, I'm gonna give him an 8. My man of the match, 94% pass accuracy, 2 assists, 6 ball recoveries, and he won 3 out of his 4 duels. The guy is sensational. One of our best players this season, one of our most consistent, debatably in our top 3 best players right now. I love James Ward-Prowse. So good. And yeah, 8, man of the match. And Mitch still has not answered my question.
I know.
What question is that? What? What question?
What's the question?
What question is that? I thought what question you're on about.
Spit it out, Lucas. Come on. What's the question?
No, it's fine.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Lucas, man. That's why you must be on camera next time, because fucking it's like guessing. Right, WestHamOnline, what are you saying? James Ward-Prowse.
Brilliant. Ward-Prowse haters in the mud. Please stay there. Don't come out. I thought he was quality once again. Signing of the summer, 9 assists already this season. Mitch said he doesn't dictate play in the final third. Think he's talking bollocks. Thought he was quality.
What play did dictate in the final third then?
True.
Today?
Everything. He was there.
No, he fucking didn't.
He was there.
So was Mitch. Mitch was there. They don't get an 8.
People bring up like he's a set piece merchant, they call him. Who corner taker wise, I cannot think of someone who's better at taking corners than him in the world. I'm being serious. He's that good at them.
I agree.
Well worth what we paid. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, but it's them fans though, Alf, that moan that we're only scoring goals from set pieces.
Yeah.
That's just fucking it baffles me, mate. 8 out of 10 for Alfie. We'll move on though to this man.
So you're going to take the beer back after the
stream? Mate, take the beer back, mate. I'm going to pour it back in there, take it back and throw it at the geezer. You watch me. Right. Lucas Paqueta, WestHamOnline.
Quality. He was unreal. I thought he was fantastic. One of his best games of the season. I loved watching him. The goal was class, although it was terrible by Nottingham Forest. Good on the ball, gets involved defensively, does his bit, lovely celebration, nice little dance, creates. Brilliant. I thought it was fantastic. I'm giving him a high 8. Who's man the match? I'll just give Ward-Prowse man the match, but I thought Paqueta was class as well.
Oh, I'm going to have to disagree slightly on that Paqueta rating. He's going to get a high 7, just not an 8 for me. And I'll tell you the reason why is some of the passes, simple passes into like starting possible goal.
Oh, true.
He fucked up so many times. It was so painful to see that he'd do the work, get into the position, and it's a simple pass through, and you either over it, under it, or it's too close to the defender. The final ball basically just wasn't good enough really today. The goal is excellent. I thought his sort of teamwork and work rate was good. Just the final pass, mate. If this geezer gets the final pass right, we've got a world-class player in our hands. People think he's world-class now. I don't think so. I think he's a very, very good player. But get the final ball into these players, he's top draw. So high 7 for me, just not an 8. Mitch?
I'll give him just an 8. I think, for me, the goal is what cements it for me. I think it's a great finish.
Yeah.
And one that, puts us in our stride for the rest of the half. I thought it was really good today. There were some times where, he could have been better in picking his moments to pass the ball, his decision making. But in terms of on the ball, linking up play, being composed, winning tackles, he done all that. So for me, he's just my man of the match. You know what? There's a big problem. I was thinking first half. There's a big gap there where Souček was going in. Sometimes Byron was. Sometimes Paqueta was on the left-hand side. There was a big gap where sometimes there was no one running there, and sometimes it was just congested, filled with 3 players. And there's got to be, I think, a solution to that. I really do think we could do with a new left winger. To be fair, someone like Alanga would have been perfect, I think, this season. If we can fuck off Ben Rama and Fulnails in January or the summer and getting a new left winger, I'll be very happy. I think we could really do with that.
Lucas, what you saying for Lucas Paqueta?
Just quickly, West Ham honest fan has asked Mitch if he wants to go to a game with him.
Well, he can DM him in private. Lucas, what you saying for Paqueta?
I'm gonna give him a strong 7, and that's only off the basis. I think his final ball, that killer ball, was lacking a bit, and there was a few moments where if he were to have just played the pass in simply, he would have gotten a few assists. But I agree. I thought he was very good today. It's a shame that his first goal, it kind of got like washed out in terms of the viewing of the game. If he would have scored that same, if that goal he scored would have been our second or third in terms of the atmosphere and the environment, that for me probably would have pushed him to an 8. But overall, that goal was absolutely quality.
So you're not.
So the timing of the goal is what determines the rating.
No, not really.
You just said it did.
I've got
no.
Right, listen, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on from that one.
7.
Strong 7 from
You're
Lucas.
not giving him an 8 because he scored the goal too early.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Strong 7 from Lucas, and a time watch will be available for anyone who wants to sort of like.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? Thank you very much.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. Right, Thomas Suchet.
Don't go to Alfie's barber.
This is going to be true now, right? This is going to be as real as you're going to get on YouTube. Thomas Suchek. Me and Lucas had a little bit of a disagreement earlier on, but I'm going to start off with Mitch. What did you make of him today, Mitch?
Mixed game.
Oh, he's changing.
I thought first half he was shit.
3.
Absolute ghost. And I tell you what, a bit of a disgrace. There were times there was spaces for him to off himself on the ball. If you're going to play in that role where you're just going to be in front of the rest of the players, you've got to off yourself to the ball sometimes. He didn't do it all. And I was thinking, what a useless cunt. I've got to say, I was booming. And then he made some really shitty passes and in possession sometimes, even on the second half. But yeah, I actually thought he raised his game slightly in the second half, to be fair. Got involved more. Made some tackles here and there, and then he scored the winning goal. So I'll give him a 6.
Lucas.
That's fair.
He had some bad passes. He literally there was only 5 incomplete passes he made today.
Okay, and they were bad passes.
Or an argument from you. But I've never
agreed. It is, you silly cunt.
Come on, Lucas, carry on.
Are you offended?
Lucas,
you said more of an argument. Like, it wasn't even an argument. I'm just saying, and they were shit passes. It's a fact.
You don't have to call me names. You sound angry.
Listen, will you shut the fuck up and rate him, for fuck's sake?
Just rate him.
I've never agreed with the whole, because he has 11 touches in the first half, he's a ghost, he's shit, he's terrible.
11 touches is a disgrace.
Okay, Bowen had 5 in the first half as well. So was
Suchek was a ghost as well.
Right, Mitch, let him fucking land, bruv. Right, Lucas, land your point.
His feelings tonight.
I know, mate.
Because Suchek is getting all the love. He don't deserve it.
What?
You are rattled by one man.
Okay, go on. Carry on,
me.
But I didn't.
Fan that said you can get a bite with him after a game.
Right.
Brilliant.
Will you shut the fuck up and let him land, mate? That's the last time I've said it. Lucas, go.
I didn't think.
Get up, Alf.
I didn't think Suchek was as bad as what some people were saying today, but I'm also not saying that he was different gravy or out of this world. He hit the post, which he probably should be finishing that, but unlucky to hit the post, it doesn't go in. Scores the winner, and I agree with Mitch. I think he did elevate his game in the second half a little bit, so I'm going to give him a strong 6.
WestHamOnline.
And I'm thankful he mugged that man off.
Fair enough. WestHamOnline.
Lovely performance from Suchek. Loved it. People were saying he should have come off the pitch. He definitely shouldn't have. Really showed up today in that second half. He's an aerial threat. And can I say, what a celebration he started to get.
That is a fantastic selling.
Yeah, winning goal.
Yeah.
I just love Souček. Regardless as to what Mitch said earlier regarding...
He absolutely mugged Mitch off. It was the best thing
Yeah,
ever.
mugged Mitch off once again. I think he's got Mitch on speed dial this year because he's been fantastic.
Once again, says the bloke that thought Paqueta was better than Fornals a few months ago.
True story.
Fornals, well said.
True story.
And Emerson better than Russell Cresswell.
Why are you the triggered? Right. I'm going to say my bit.
I didn't
First
rate him
off,
yet. Didn't rate him yet,
we'll rate him now.
High 6.
High 6. Right. I'm going to give you my rating. First off, shower of shite. Ghost. Invisible. Casper fucking had more appearances than him. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely shit. Right. Second half comes out and he's a different player. Yeah. He should have scored a goal before the goal he did score. He hit the crossbar from like fucking 6 yards out or 8 yards out, whatever it was. Right. Simple fucking like one touch finish and he spoons it onto the crossbar. Right. Fair enough. He was non-stop effort, but he wasn't amazing today like everyone makes out. He's the hero because he scored the winning goal, but he isn't the hero for his performance because his performance was like a Jekyll and Hyde performance. Shit. Good. You know what I mean? I'll say it again. Good. Shit. And that's how it was.
Sometimes
so yeah,
it can be good.
Sometimes you can be shit. Right. So Thomas Souček gets a high 6 for me. Sometimes you can be good. Sometimes you can be shite. But that is Thomas Souček.
Sometimes good. Sometimes.
Italian accent I've ever heard.
Keep cutting me off, bro. Keep cutting me off. Honestly, 100%. Right. Moving on to Mohamed Kudus. WestHamOnline.
Weren't his best performance, but oh my god, have I seen some idiotic takes after the game? People saying Moyes has ruined him. What? I mean, seriously? I thought he was decent. I didn't think he was brilliant. He's not going to be like unreal every game. It's not like we signed Lionel Messi here. Still a very good player. I don't know what all the fuss is about post game. Thought he was decent. Same as Paqueta, made some poor pass decisions in the final third, though. I'm going to give him a 6.
People are saying that he's been ruined by Moyes after fucking 7-8 games. Fuck, you leave it out. Did you know this geezer scored 5 goals so far in his West Ham career?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So already, yeah, he's been ruined. Fuck me. I guess Jared Bowen got ruined by Moyes and all. And look how good he is. He's one of our best players. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll go next. Kudus. Attack-wise, wasn't really all there, but he has a go. He had to cover Soufal's ass quite a lot because he was on a yellow card. And his defensive performance today was pretty good.
10 ball recoveries.
Yeah.
It was good, to be fair. It was.
Yeah. Right, helping out against Elanga, I thought he'd done excellent. So, Moyes has not ruined this geezer. Don't believe everything you hear. Fucking anyone who thinks he's ruined after about 6-7 games, fucking get in the closet, mate. That's where you belong. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a standard 6. I thought he was more a good defensive performance rather than an attacking one from him. I will say that. So standard 6 for me. Lucas.
I think Mohamed Kudus was a bit unlucky today. Very good pass accuracy today, 93%, which for a winger, that is incredible in my opinion.
I don't think that's a good thing. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. 10 ball recoveries as well. He was brilliant defensively.
Okay, yeah.
The part that I say is unlucky, he wasn't able to play a final ball, and when he'd lay the ball off to someone else to play that final ball, it would turn to crap. So it was a bit unlucky there as well. But I thought he drove the ball decently. He's always having a go. So I'm gonna give him a strong 6.
Strong 6 for you, Mitch.
I don't think he was always having a go at all today. I think there was loads of opportunities where he had to drive and he was cutting it back and playing it sideways. I was a bit annoyed with him today. I want him to do more. His tracking back though in the second half, especially, I thought was superb with Soufal's side. But just didn't want to get himself into the final third at all. Didn't want to take on any players. I thought it was alright. I thought it was just alright today, to be honest. Like, I wanted to see more, to be honest. High 5.
Oh my God.
Really? High 5, Mitch.
I don't think that's too far off.
That is fucking horrific.
He done nothing in the attacking final third. Nothing.
Yeah,
What did he do?
Yeah, but as an overall,
The rest of it was decent.
Yeah, but as an overall perspective here, though, Mitch, right? Don't forget, Sufal's booked. Yeah, Sufal's up against Alanga, and he has to keep covering Sufal's ass. Do you know what I mean? Because he doesn't want him to get fucking roasted 1-on-1. Surely that has to be given some credit there. Surely.
Yeah,
defensively.
And I probably would say he does deserve credit, but as his job as a winger, he created. I remember one chance today, didn't get in any good positions, and he just every time he got on the ball, he was too slow in my opinion from attacking from our own half. There was loads of chances he had to proper go at a player today, and he didn't take it at all.
Yeah,
that's why I'm giving a high five.
High five for you. Right, let's move on to Jared Bowen. I'll go first. I thought first half he was shit. Non-existent, didn't get much of the ball at all. He had 5 touches, as Lucas says.
What's that ghost's name?
Casper. Okay. And he was like the invisible man. But second half, and one thing with this geezer that he has got is he's non-stop. He keeps going and going and going. And for him to score a header from a corner, you've got to give him some credit there for that. I thought second half he was excellent. I thought he scored a good goal. Amount of times that he got in and the final ball to him just wasn't good enough, which was a real pain in the arse, right? But I'm going to give him a high 6 for me. I thought he done all right. In the second half, and he's one of the reasons why we got back in the game and got over the line in the end. High 6. Lucas.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. First half, I didn't think he was crap, but he didn't get a lot of touches. But second half, he was immense. He did have a chance to create a goal, but it fell short. But I'll be honest, I'm sick of seeing him at striker. I love his nonstop pressing. He's relentless as all hell, but that is a player on the pitch that cannot be having in total 29 touches in a match. We've got to figure out a way to, I don't know the answer. We got to figure out a way that he's.
We need a striker. We do need a new striker. Honestly, like a Solanke or someone maybe that come on the channels a bit more than Solanke, like a Broyo or someone like that.
But again, just the risk reward with Jared Bowen as striker is it's not enough for me. And I agree with you the other day. If Bowen does get the chance in the box to shoot and score, I'm definitely more confident with him than Antonio. But the same thing with Antonio lies at striker as it does with Bowen. They get no service, none.
Yeah, no, but
no touches. But they're treated differently.
No. I disagree on that, because if you look at the first half performance with Jared Bowen and in the second half performance with a certain other man, that's a consistent performance. With Jared Bowen, he was shit in the first half. Was he bad in the second half? I thought he was excellent in the second half.
I thought Antonio changed the game, though.
Moyes changed the game, mate, by bringing him on, but we'll get to him later. Lucas, what you rating him?
Just off the law of averages, I'm going to give him a strong 6.
Strong 6 for you. Mitch?
Great goal as well, by the way.
I give him a solid 6.
Solid 6 purely, for you?
Yeah, purely because, what you said.
Yeah. West Ham Online?
I'm not bothered about the touches. I think 29 touches is pretty common for a striker. I think the actual issue is that we've signed Kudus, who's clearly best off the right. I
don't think he is. I think he's best just behind the striker.
I don't.
In central.
I disagree.
I don't think he is. I thought in the Everton game he looked bright, but he didn't. He was actually quite ineffective. Created nothing, dribbled, lost the ball a lot.
Same today. Same as today, I thought.
Yeah, we'll see anyway. But
I got slated for that Everton rating, by the way. Just saying.
In my opinion, Kudus, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, Kudus, but we've signed a right winger when our best player is literally a right winger. So I think that's a bit of a problem. Move Bowen up front, which is a temporary solution in my opinion. I don't think Bowen's a permanent striker. We were launching long balls at him at times, and he's obviously never going to win it against 6'3" centre halves. But at the same time, he's relentless off the ball. Scores a goal out of nothing once again. Leaps highest. A great header. Already got 8 goals in the Premier League this season. Didn't think he was brilliant on the ball or anything like that. but he's just relentless, and that's why we love him. He changes the game every time. So he's getting a high 6. No, I'm going to give him a low 7.
It's a tough one, in my opinion, because what we saw today, I think, is our strongest 11, but I don't think the system is at its best, if that makes sense.
I can't lie. I want to see Mickey back. I don't know how, but I want to see Mickey back.
He can fuck off.
He can.
I really want to strike in January.
Right. Numbers time. Give me a rating for Mikel Antonio, Alf.
7.
Mitch.
5.
Lucas.
It's a tough one. I really don't think he made that big of an impact, but when he came on, we ended up winning. I'll give him a 6.
He gets a 6 for me because he was occupying 2 defenders and he was allowing the other players to sort of do their stuff around him, so that helped the situation. There's no point rating these 2 lads because I was only on for a few minutes.
Aldana, 10. Cresswell gets a 7 because his trim was looking pretty decent today.
Yeah, solid trim. Well, let's come to the referee, who I thought was shit. Lucas.
I actually didn't have a lot of complaints about him today. So I'll be kind. I'll give him a 4.
Oh, you're being kind, mate. I'm giving him a 3. I thought he was terrible. Amount of times that he gave them throw-ins and throw-ins and goal kicks. That was never, ever like that at all. Yeah, there was a foul on Bowen that he didn't give, and Bowen goes down and doesn't get it. He was shit today, this ref, so he gets a 3. Mitch?
Give him a high 4. I thought it was pretty poor today, to be fair. I thought there was lots of fouls which were very soft, and then fouls which were given, which shouldn't have been, weren't given, which I think should have been given. And also, throw-ins. There's some throw-ins where I didn't understand how they weren't given to us or given to them, vice versa. High 4.
WestHamOnline?
Harry said, "Can we get a rating for Boss Man?"
Oh, I'll give it to you at the end. What you rating the ref?
I thought it was decent. I don't know what the complaining was all about. Thought he'd done his job, turned up, got his pay. 6.
6 out of 10 for him. Moving on to this man, David Moyes. People have been criticising him, saying that they're so depressed. They're so depressed that we won a game of football. Fucking hell, mate. They should have seen us years ago under Avran Grant. Fucking that's proper depression. That's suicidal treatment. Fucking hell. 100%, mate. You know what I mean? Right. Mitch, start off with you. David Moyes, what you saying?
I'd say I'd give David Moyes a 6. I think, to be honest, I really don't like the lack of chances that we're creating in games. I think in the final third, when we're trying to keep possession, we just can't create any chances from open play. From set pieces, we score goals. But when we're trying to dominate possession, we just can't create anything, really. We have little link-ups on the left-hand side of Paqueta and Emerson. They do a little thing. It goes back around. It goes back round to Bowen or Kudus' side, and they try a little something. That then again, the crosses are into no one because there's no one to cross into, and the crossing quality of our team is poor anyway. I think we need a new kind of way of attacking in possession. When we have in possession, we need to find a new way of creating chances because I think it's a problem, to be honest. But Moyes, second half, I thought we came out of the blocks really well. The reaction after the goal, Bowen's goal was good, whether that's down to Moyes or whether, I don't know. Substitution of Antonio, I think, was at the perfect time, to be fair. And it was for the right man. I think Edson Alvarez was probably the perfect man to bring off. I'll give him a high 6.
High 6 for you. I'll go next. Gets a 7 for me. For the substitution, getting Edson Alvarez off and going for it. That shows bravery. Right, you got to give him credit for that. People moan at this geezer and say, don't make no fucking subs. He makes a sub, and the sub ends up being a effective sub. Because once Bowen's goal goes in, we were smashing them to bits. Not in the Forest. They didn't do a lot after that. Do you know what I mean? And we hit the crossbar, and we had a right go. The only thing I will say with West Ham, and this is where the style of play comes into play, is if you've got pricks who keep passing the ball sideways and back, and he keep hoofing it up, what's Moyes supposed to say to him there? Do you know what I mean? Moyes is not telling him to hoof it up the pitch.
He obviously is.
Nah, I disagree, mate. People say about Moyes has got to be motivating these players. Right, Roy Keane is one of the most successful Premier League footballers in the Premier League era. Did Roy Keane need to be motivated by Alex Ferguson? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Like, he turned up and he played, right? And the difference is with West Ham, it's like fucking having bipolar. 1 minute they're fucking amazingly shit, can't do fuck all. Second half, they come out and they are unreal. Do you know what I mean? And after the Bowen's goal, they was unreal, right? They was having a go. It's just stupid passes and stupid moments that cost us. That's the only thing, yeah? And that's what's costing us at the minute, yeah? I think he deserves a bit of credit, yeah? We're ninth in the league. We're in the quarterfinal of the League Cup. We're going to get through to the Europa League group stages, out of the Europa League group stages. Fucking what more do you want? Like, I don't get it.
But James, truthfully, do you think we're playing well at the minute?
Listen, we're not playing well, yeah?
Yeah, that's a slight issue.
Right? But there's nothing stopping us from playing well. Let's remember that. Do you know what I mean? If we can play like this and still be fucking ninth in the league, quarterfinal of the League Cup, and get.
But we won't be for long. We've got a tough run coming after we've got 2 more games, and then we've got a really tough run.
Yeah, but listen, mate, this is West Ham United Football Club, yeah, and West Ham United Football love playing against the bigger teams because they always seem to fucking turn them over. So today he gets a 7 for me. He gets a 7 for me. Deserves a bit of credit at the end of the day. Lucas.
For me, I'm going to give Moyes a 7. I thought the lineup was as strong as it can get. He played the correct system today that I was praying for, like I said earlier. The substitution was very brave. While at the time I didn't agree with who it was for, or not agree, but it was just I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. But it turned out good. It was a brave substitution. He went for it, and it paid off. And yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7.
Alf, what are you saying?
You know what Boyd says there is true. Actually, to be fair, us sitting back and inviting pressure, and not really having a go when we're scoring goals is a common theme this season. I've noticed we score one goal and we just don't continue in the same fashion. Yeah, we scored the goal, Paqueta scored the goal, and then we calmed down.
Yeah, I know, but the first half though, right? It's one error. It's one we are the recipe of our own downfall at the end of the day. Like, if we don't make the errors, at Brentford, right, we don't lose the game. Yeah, if we don't make the error today, right, we don't go in at half time 1-0. Do you know what I mean? We've got to stop making the errors, and people are going to say, "Well, it's the system, it's the way Moyes plays." That's all bollocks, mate. Because you can't keep saying about Moyes, and literally shouting that Moyes propaganda out and not criticising none of the players whatsoever for them not being able to pass the ball. And I understand what someone just said in the chat there. They learned on the training ground and all that. I'm sorry, they're on fucking 40, 50, 60 grand a week, some of them. Fuck me, mate. They should know how to pass the football, like, from sideways and backwards and forwards. That's just my opinion at the end of the day.
To do it for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying on that. WestHamOnline.
Moyes has definitely made some errors tactically this year, but nowhere near as many as some people would make it out. Sorry, I worded that wrong, but nowhere near as many as what people make out. Don't get me wrong, he's not perfect, but I think 9th in the league, top of the Europa League group, still in the Carabao Cup, beat Arsenal. I'd say that's pretty good so far.
Right. Alf,
people said we'd lose our first 6.
Right, I just want to say this: has he made more errors this season, than last season at this time?
No, definitely not. We're in a much. I definitely think we'll get top half. And look, I agree with Mitch and whoever commented in the chat. We do invite too much pressure at times when we score. But equally, I think Forest done the same thing. Forest went 2-1 up, and then you invite pressure. It's partly on the manager.
Yeah, but that's partly why Forest aren't going to do well this season.
That's what I was going to say. It's partly on the manager. Don't get me wrong. I think Moyes needs to resurrect that. And the first half, second half sort of stats obviously isn't a coincidence anymore. It can't be. But the players also do it themselves. We do need to press higher up the pitch. We definitely need to do that. Our setup from opposition goal kicks isn't good enough. But at the same time, let's give him some praise. For his in-game management was brilliant. People go on about subs all the time, subs this, subs that. Forest made about 87 subs. Not one of them made an impact on the game. Moyes made one. It was brave as well. People say Moyes isn't brave. He took off his defensive midfielder, put on Antonio. Let's be honest, at that point, we were bombarding them. I think the in-game management from Moyes was absolutely brilliant today. I didn't like the long balls to Bowen. It wasn't working, but Moyes changed it up and should be given praise for it. And to these people who are sitting there after the game, genuinely still crying about David Moyes, saying it's making them not want to watch football and he's the worst thing that's ever happened. I feel a bit sorry for these people at this point. I mean, seriously, what's something else then? What? In
all fairness, today Forest could have easily won that game today.
And then people saying the game was boring. It was a great.
We could have easily won.
Brilliant game
by more.
Yeah, but I can't keep hearing that about Forest could have easily won. We could have easily won at fucking Brentford the other week. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I don't get it. Like what Alfie's just said.
I suppose, but at the end of the day, our team should be beating these teams. For me, we have got a better squad than all these teams. Our team is fully fit. We've got a fully fit team, a fully fit selection.
But I'm going to say this: when your team has just played on a Thursday night against Olympiacos, only 3 of them come in today who didn't play in that game. So you've got 8 players that played from start to finish in that game the other night. We play against Nottingham Forest side, who's had a fresh week, no stress, all fully fit, raring to go, right? And we managed to get claw it around and go 2-1 down.
And we were only 3 points.
But that's different. When you can tell when a players look lethargic and when they don't have it in them. This wasn't the case today. I'm not trying to say I'm pissed off at the performance because I'm not. I'm saying we could have done better, and that's all I'm criticising. We could have done better in certain aspects.
Yeah, but I don't.
We didn't need to invite the pressure on.
Yeah.
Why did we have to? We could have put our foot on the gas a bit earlier.
I don't understand though, Mitch. This is right, and this is not nothing. This is not nothing at you. I don't understand where people say we can do better. I don't get that. If you win the game, you have done better by winning the fucking game. Surely,
let's not forget as well.
No, I get that, but
Mitch,
we could have done better. We still could have done better.
Mitch, we could have, but at the same time, Nottingham Forest have beaten some good teams this year. They beat Chelsea. They beat Villa.
100%. But we've lost our last 2 though. We've lost 3 in the Premier League. We had to see a reaction today.
Yeah,
this was like a must win for me.
We're 9th. If we beat Burnley, which I think we will, suddenly we're looking up again. We're only 3 points off Europe. People are acting like we're going to go down. We won't be anywhere near. This season might be a bit of nothing in the league.
And that is true what Alfie's saying there, right?
Yeah, but I think a lot of it depends on January, whether we can sign a striker, because the Bowen thing will affect us, playing the striker every game.
Yeah.
That will affect us.
All I'm saying is this, right? What Alfie's saying is absolutely spot on. And I don't always agree with Alfie, but on this one, I fucking stand by him all the way. I'm at the front of the fucking queue with him, yeah? How can people be moaning about, it's so bad with West Ham? Like, that is what I don't get. Avram Grant was shit, right? I've seen so much shit over the years, and you're telling me this is worse.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. Honestly, people must have just forgot about it because I genuinely think Moyes is a victim of his own success. That's not me saying Moyes is perfect, because I've criticised him several times this year. But if Moyes wasn't doing so well, people wouldn't be saying this. Because managers before him were way worse. Pellegrini was comical. Slaven Bilic, his second season was horrendous. As James just said, Avram Grant. I mean, we just haven't. Let's be honest. We hadn't won a trophy in 43 years. We obviously didn't have many managers who performed better than Moyes. So, what are people talking about?
What it is, is I can understand from certain man about the style of play because it is not good. Yeah, I get that to a point. But to say you're depressed because West Ham have won a game, that is seriously mental health. All right, and I'm all for fucking the mental health. Yeah, right. Mind charity, I support them 100%. Yeah, top people over there. I can't keep hearing about when West Ham win a game and I'm still not happy, because if you can't appreciate West Ham when we win a game, then when are you ever going to appreciate West Ham winning a fucking game? Like when? That's the thing, and that's the thing what drives me fucking berserk. Do you know what I mean? Today I was so happy when we got that goal and we won that fucking game. Yeah, and people are sitting.
Did you see some of the fan cams? Did you see some of the fan cams today?
I haven't seen no fan cams.
I saw one. I know you're on about.
What's his name?
Official. And I'm not going to say the rest of his name.
Yeah, but
no, not him.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, but let's be real here, lads. Yeah, before we wrap this up, right?
Go on.
There's got to be an element of appreciation when we do win a fucking game. It just feels like there's no appreciation. He loses a game, he's going to get criticised. If he draws a game, he's going to get criticised. If he wins a game, he doesn't win it too fucking like pretty. Do you know what I mean? I see something on Twitter. I know I'm going on a bit of a rant, but I'm going to say this. Yeah, someone said, "Do you enjoy watching West Ham play nowadays?" I enjoy watching West Ham play every fucking year, every single fucking year through Avran Grant, Glenn Roeder, Harry Redknapp, fucking Kirbishley, Billage, fucking Avran Grant. I've watched it all. I've watched it fucking all, mate. Yeah, right. I've watched it fucking all. And I will continue to watch it to the day I go, right? Whether we're playing pretty football or long ball. So what the fuck is this about, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah,
I've just seen
it's not right.
The cam that Mitch is talking about, and the comments are brilliant. To be fair,
they're good.
Someone said most ungrateful fans in England. Only reason we're in a European Cup for the first time ever. Don't forget it's because of Moyes. Someone else said, what a miserable person. Clearly watched the game with a negative attitude. We had more possession, better chances and so on. Can't see how we got lucky. Deserved victory. That is true. People go into the game, these Moyes outers now, they go into the game with they already just have their opinion set. They already think it's going to be terrible. They already think we're going to have less possession. They already think...
Because that certain person, I agree, was saying things which weren't true. They were just plain not true, saying about certain players being poor and the way we were playing. Like, did we have more possession today? But we had a lot more possession than usual.
We've had more possession, and I think in our last 5 games we've had more possession than the opposition in 4 of them. And people just go, same old. Well, what the hell? What? Please analyse it game by game. Don't just spout absolute nonsense. It's like last week at Brentford, people were saying same system when it clearly weren't. All you've got to do is watch it. And these are the people criticising the professional football manager. Can't even tell we've changed the system.
I'm going to say this, yeah, right? At the end of the day, you support West Ham United through thick and thin. That is what you do, yeah? You love us when we win, yeah? You get pissed off when we lose. That is the whole thing about supporting West Ham United Football Club. You don't support West Ham United Football Club for the trophies. That's one thing that has always been ingrained in me. You support it because you love the claret and blue from E13 to E20. That's what it's about, yeah? People have got to get off this fucking hype about style of play, yeah? They've got to get off it, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because if that's the case, go and support fucking Manchester City if you want to watch a good attacking play. Do you know what I mean? We're West Ham United Football Club, mate, yeah? Fucking enjoy it, yeah? When we win a game, go home, enjoy it, and fucking be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it is fucking downgrading us. It is. It's making us look like a bunch of cunts. and it's not right. It's just not right. And that's me spitting from the fucking heart. Because I will say this right now. When I talk from the heart. I don't talk from here. Yeah, I talk from there. And that's what I'm saying. Anything else you lads want to add before we go?
I have one thing. I think I would give David Moyes 10 this season to evaluate.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think that's fair?
I agree.
I see no reason to sack him now. And I
completely agree. I think there's no reason to sack him now. I think given to the end of the season, you can then really see what managers would suit the club for the future, what players might want to leave, because if you get a manager halfway through the season and he's got players that he don't want, it's just going to cause it never works for teams when you sign managers halfway through the season. So I think,
give a new manager.
I think all the Moyes outers need to just kind of just shut up now, enjoy the rest of the season, and then just wait for it.
No, but listen, right. I get one thing that they say. All right, one thing that they say I do get. Yeah, if getting rid of Moyes, can we get another progressive manager that can take us to the next level? We're all for that. I'm for that straight away. If we go and get a new manager in, like, let's say for example, Alonso decides he fancies a trip in East London for the next few years, right?
Clear though, it's never going to happen.
Right, it ain't going to happen, right? But let's just say, for example, for Heinz, right? For example, right? If that is the case, I'm all for it. But let's not fucking knock us, right, and say that we're shit and we're depressing and all that when we've won a game. Because that just makes no sense to me. Because basically,
I agree.
you are never happy at all. Whatever happens, you can't win. West Ham could go and win 4-0 and they say, well, they had 17 attempts on goal. They should have had 40. Do you know what I mean? So it's just,
honestly,
you know.
It really is winding me up because people clearly are just watching games with. They're going into the game with faults already, and they're not letting themselves change their faults. We had more possession today, 6 more shots on target, made more passes. Look, of course, Forest could have won from 2-1 up, but at the end of the day, we had loads of chances. We won on the XG, which people don't like, but it clearly proves we created the better chances. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, congratulations to David Moyes, who reached his 100th win with West Ham United today, club win. Fastest manager to do that out of any manager we've ever had. So thank you, David. Here's to 100 more.
I just want to get to his comment from Snazzy, then I will wrap it up, lads, right? He says, but James, you just said about who cares about the style of play. Certain men do care about the style of play, yeah? And I can understand it from their point of view. But when we win a game, no one should be criticising it because we've won and saying how depressed they are. Because that's
James,
just fucking stupid.
You've spoken very well tonight.
Yeah. Mate.
I'm proud of you, James. You've done well.
I'm proud of Bossman's getting a 0 out of 10 because he sold me a dodgy fucking Budweiser, so he's copying it when I go and see him in a minute.
Like a love art.
Mate, yeah, we'll be love art.
And by the way, I want to shout out Mitch and the new page he's made, Moyes Inners. So what's going to happen is every time Moyes wins a game, Mitch is going to count how many Moyes Inners are in the fan base, and we're hoping to reach 80% of the fan base to be Moyes in. At the moment, I imagine it's about 40-60 because people change their mind every week. But I will be with David until the final whistle. Right,
that's enough from us. Listen, I'm going to leave it there. Final thought is this. We obviously got the job done today. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, Moyes and the boys have 2 weeks off now, and Burnley is next on the list. Lads, Lucas, thank you very much for coming on. WestHamOnline also, and Mitchell, good to see you, mate. Right, we will do something in the week in regards of like what's going on. But
yeah, Bowen's playing for England.
Bowen's playing for England and all. Another positive. I wonder who made him into an England player. David Moyes.
Up the supporters, up the West Ham, up the players, up David Moyes.
Up everyone. You know what I mean? And if we win, one thing I'm going to say, when we win, smile. Because without the win...
Never.
Well, he just killed my vibe there. But yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Is what it is. But smile.
Never
goes
smile
a long way.
Again because of David Moyes.
Bye.
That is what you have.